Welcome back to Car Crazy, and today, we're diving into a story that blends heritage, hope, and high-tech design, the imagined return of the 2026 Volkswagen Beetle. This isn't just any rumor, it's the resurrection of one of the most iconic vehicles in automotive history. Though VW hasn't officially confirmed it, the internet is buzzing with talk of what a new-age Beetle could look like. So today, we're breaking down the whispers, the concepts, the fan-made designs, and what it would take to bring the bug back for real. Let's start with the obvious. The original Beetle wasn't just a car, it was a movement. First launched in the late 1930s, it went on to become one of the best-selling cars of all time. It was affordable, durable, adorable, and uniquely recognizable. Whether you saw it in the 1960s flower power era or cruising down the road in the 2000s as a new Beetle, there's no denying the cultural weight behind the name. The last production model of the Beetle rolled off the line in 2019. It was an emotional farewell, and for many, it felt final. Volkswagen had shifted its focus toward electric vehicles, SUVs, and a new direction for the brand. But just like the Ford Bronco, Chevy Blazer, and Hummer FA, automotive icons have a way of coming back when you least expect them. So here we are in 2026, or at least looking ahead to it. Rumors about a new, electric Volkswagen Beetle have been circulating online for the past couple of years. Some even claim that the next-gen Beetle will be built on VW's MEB platform, the same all-electric architecture that underpins the ID.4 and ID.Buzz. It makes sense. VW has said before that the MEB platform allows for flexible body types and reviving heritage models. That statement alone was enough to get enthusiasts speculating. Could the Beetle be next? To be fair, there's been no official announcement of a 2026 Beetle. No press release, no teaser trailer. But digital artists and fans around the world have taken things into their own hands. One of the most shared designs floating online shows a futuristic Beetle coupe, smooth lines, minimal grille, LED light signatures, and a reinterpreted bug-eye headlight shape. It's not a clone of the original, but an evolution. Sleeker, more aerodynamic, and unmistakably Beetle. Another popular rendering imagines the Beetle as a compact F-hot hatch, something that could rival the Mini Cooper, or the Fiat 500e. With big wheels, sporty proportions, and a playful design, it keeps the charm of the old Beetle but modernizes everything else. But what would a 2026 Beetle actually need to succeed in today's market? Let's talk performance first. If built on the MEB platform, we could expect a base single-motor, rear-wheel drive version pushing around 200 horsepower and offering 300 miles of range. A dual-motor AWD performance trim could be possible too, maybe pushing closer to 300 horsepower, a big jump for a car once known more for personality than power. On the tech front, the Beetle would have to offer what today's F buyers expect: a large central touchscreen, fully digital instrument cluster, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, over-the-air software updates, voice control, ambient lighting, and advanced driver assistance features like adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, and automatic emergency braking. Interior design would be key. The old Beetle was known for its playful, sometimes retro-themed interiors, color-matched dashboards, circular air vents, and quirky design cues. A 2026 version would have to walk a fine line between modern tech and nostalgic charm. Imagine a cabin with sustainable materials, a minimalist dash, but little Easter eggs that call back to the original, maybe a flower holder, or a Beetle badge etched into the seats. Now let's talk design philosophy. The original Beetle was simple. Form followed function. That's what made it timeless. A modern Beetle would need to keep that philosophy while still making a bold statement. It can't just be a novelty, it has to have a purpose in the lineup. And in VW's case, that purpose could be to inject some personality into its growing F range. Think about it, VW already has the ID.4 as a compact electric SUV, the ID.7 as a sleek electric sedan, and the ID.Buzz as a retro van. What they're missing is a small, expressive F with iconic roots, a halo car for emotion, not just efficiency. The Beetle could be that car. And it wouldn't be the first time VW hinted at this possibility. Back in 2021, VW's CEO at the time, Herbert Dess, said the company was open to reviving classic models on the MEB platform. The Beetle was one of the names mentioned. Since then, nothing official has surfaced, but that one quote has kept hopes alive. So what would the trim levels look like? In theory, a 2026 electric Beetle could launch with a base model, maybe called the E-Bug, offering a minimalist spec and affordable entry point. Step up to a mid-tier version A, maybe a Beetle Classic A that brings in retro design cues and premium materials. Then a top-spec GT or R-Line version could go sportier, with more aggressive styling and dual motor power. Pricing would be crucial. The original Beetle's magic came from its affordability. If VW could price the base electric Beetle under $30,000 after incentives, it would be a game changer, especially for younger buyers or those looking for a second car. It would go head to head with the Mini F, Fiat 500e, and even Tesla's upcoming compact F. That brings us to the question, will VW actually build it? At this point, it's 50-50. The brand is focused on mass-market Fs and global electrification, but heritage has power. They brought back the ID.Buzz, and it's doing well in Europe and now rolling out globally. If that success continues, VW may find itself revisiting other classics. And the Beetle is the most obvious choice. If they do bring it back, the Beetle can't just be a gimmick. It has to serve a real purpose in the lineup. It has to be functional, efficient, and emotional. It has to make people smile, not just because it reminds them of the past, but because it's genuinely good to drive and live with. Of course, the competition is heating up. Automakers like Hyundai, Fiat, and even Honda are working on small Fs with strong design language. The Beetle would have to stand out, not just with its name, but with its driving dynamics, quality, and charm. So where does that leave us today? As of now, the 2026 VW Beetle is an idea, a possibility, a digital dream that has yet to be greenlit. But like all great comebacks, sometimes it starts with a whisper, then a rendering, then a rumor, and then, one day, a reveal. Here at Car Craze, we're keeping our eyes on the road ahead. The Beetle deserves a return. It has the history, the design legacy, and the fan base. And if VW decides to give it another shot, especially as an electric compact with personality, we're ready for it. Let us know in the comments. Would you drive an electric Beetle in 2026? What features would you want to see? Should it stick to the classic look or go bold and futuristic? And what price point would make it a real option for you? Thanks for spending time with us as we cruise through the past, the present, and the future of car culture. Whether it's a legend like the Beetle or something brand new, we'll keep bringing you the stories that drive our passion for cars. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming deep dives. This is Car Crazy, where every car has a story, and every future has four wheels.